My name's Mary Gilly. I've been working with Energy Local for a number of years now, and we've been working particularly with the village of Bethesda. And there we've got a group of people who've joined the Energy Local Club. And by shifting when they use electricity, so that they use as much as possible when the local community hydro is running, they get cheaper electricity but more power.
Mae tlodi tanwydd yn broblem fawr ar draws Gwynedd wledig, felly mae hwn yn brosiect o ddiddordeb i Rhaglen Leader gan fod o'n edrych ar ffordd arloesol drwy ddefnyddio technoleg i ateb yr her. Lle'r bwriad ydy defnyddio'r technoleg yma mewn cartref i weld pryd mae trydan ar ei rhata fel fod dewisiadau yn y cartref wedyn yn cael ei defnyddio. Dwi'n meddwl rhan dda o'r prosiect ydy fod Bethesda hyn yn cael ei ddefnyddio. Da ni'n lwcus iawn, mae lot o dalent yn lleol yma. Mae'r technoleg yma'n reit arloesol, felly mae dda fod pobl yn lleol hefyd yma i ddatblygu'r prosiect.
Mi fyswn ni wrth y modd gweld Bethesda yn datblygu yn ganolfan ar gyfer technoleg a chynaladwyedd hefyd. Da ni eisiau gwneud lot o brosiectau yn y maes cynaladwyedd, cynllun hydro ac yn y blaen, a da ni wedi gweithio'n agos efo criw Energy Local ers y cychwyn ar ddatblygu hynny yn yr ardal. So mae'r elfen technolegol yma wan yn eitha cyffroes, achos dio ddim jyst yn datblygu amgylcheddol a cynaladwyedd, mae o'n dod â technoleg fodern i fewn, a mae hynna'n rhywbeth really cyffroes.
So first of all we developed an energy dashboard so that they could see whether it was a good time to use power. So here in Welsh, amdani, because it's a good time to use power. And then there's the opposite in red, saying aros, when they should try and wait and use power later on. They can also see how much power they've been using at different times of the day. That's the whole community's use, not just one individual house. The last few days there hasn't been much hydro, so a local licensed supplier had been providing them with power. And so they can see when they're using power and maybe think about what they could shift in their house to use at the cheaper times of day or when the hydro is running.
One of the things we found out, so I've got my parents involved as well, they live just down the road, and you end up searching around your house for things that you can or can't control with this. It's very easy to drive, so it becomes a bit like a game of figuring out where your energy is being used and which devices can or can't actually be reasonably controlled with it. So it's become quite fun to interact with. So what was very useful is actually connecting it to the dehumidifier in the house. We live in a very humid, wet area in North Wales, and it was quite useful to be able to regulate the humidity, deal with condensation in the house, drying clothes and things like that. And that's been really useful for us. So it's very easy to just log into the home hub, schedule when it should or shouldn't be running, and let it do its thing. It's much more convenient to not have to worry about it.
So you can say it starts, and it takes this long to run, and you need it to be completed by a particular time. So perhaps you want to have your slow cooker run, and you want it to run at the cheapest time of day, but you want it ready at 7 o'clock when you come in and you want your tea ready. So you can say that it must be completed by 7 o'clock at night. And let's say that you need to run it for 3 hours, cooking your meals slowly during the day. And so you could put this 19 o'clock and find it's 3 o'clock. And today, actually, because there's quite a lot of hydro, it's found that the best time to switch it on is actually at the run up to at 7 o'clock. as well as saving electricity, it is also something that has got wider benefits for the community in terms of keeping healthy and supporting each other.
Dwi'n meddwl sy'n braf gweld fod y math yma technoleg yn lledaenu I lefydd eraill yn Gwynedd. Mae'r math yma technoleg yn gallu tyfu yn sydyn mewn trefi neu mewn dinasoedd, felly mae'n bwysig fod ardaloedd gwledig yn Gwynedd yn cael yr un cyfle I wneud mwyaf o technoleg fel yma.
Mi fysa'n braf meddwl bod IoT yn gallu dod â swyddi i'r ardal. Dyna ni'n ardal wledig a dyna ni eisiau I bobl ifanc aros yn yr ardal yma. So os dyna ni'n gallu hyfforddi pobl ifanc ni yn yr ochr technolegol a defnyddio'r sgiliau yma yn cymunedau ni, so hynny'n wych.